Good morning, welcome to Area Shores Prepping. I'm your host Greg. That's Pups and Nubs. It's playtime every time for them. Every time they come out, it's what can we do, where are you at, what are you into, Dad, and everything else. Thank you for being here to Area Shores Prepping. I'm reviewing the end of the season gardening. I'm sitting on the bench and looking over my backyard and seeing what was successful, what wasn't successful, and I'm already started planning for next year and how to accommodate, Roxy joined in, the gardening and the plans for the future for next year. And just remember something here, folks, please. If you encounter someone saying, oh, you can't turn your backyard into, a food forest or a place that will feed your family at a reduced cost, no matter what you do with these people, what you try, it's always going to be a criticism. Oh, you didn't go deep enough. You didn't plant enough. You planted too much. It's never going to work. It's not going to do this. It's not going to do that. You can't please those people. You never will. They'll always find a way to criticize you and find you at fault. Do what you need to do for you. That makes you good. That makes you happy. Develop a plan of action. Like I said, I'm not gardening for fun. I'm gardening for the future on how to feed my family and potentially some of the neighbors when the SHTF occurs, and it's going to occur. So I'm reviewing the sunflowers that I paid $5 for 4 seeds for that were supposed to be 16 feet tall. Turned out to be 6 foot tall. And I'm saying, okay, let's try these sunflowers again at a different location. The corn, although it grew, did not produce full size ears, so it was either wrong location or too late in the season. So I'm taking time to physically review what was positive and what wasn't, and you should too. So we have the strawberry patch, very successful, mixed in with blackberries. We have the spaghetti squash and cucumbers, very successful. And I have to figure out a way how to get those out from behind the fence. Green beans, tomatoes, so on and so forth, the raised beds. And a bonus surprise, I discovered yams that I had forgotten I planted. Look at the size of those. Now these are yams, not sweet potatoes. Notice the coloration of the skin. But these had gotten so big, I forgot when I was weeding the front and planting the mums, I discovered yams. And I didn't want to bore you with pulling out all the vines because I didn't know what I would find, to be honest with you. But I found a nice harvest of some yams. We've already had some, and they are really quite good. So that was a nice bonus. And we'll be putting that in there. So the raised beds right here, moderately successful. I have broccoli still coming on. Carrots have been going great guns here. Peppers successful. The beautiful berry patch is still producing plenty of strawberries, golden raspberries, which are delicious. And let's face it, when you're in your backyard, you're going to want to browse and snack, and that's the whole point of it. So in my mind, while I'm sitting on the bench snacking on some beautiful raspberries that are still coming out, and these are delicious, and my garlic is doing okay. I'm reviewing what was successful, how to do things differently, and planning for the next year. I'm not going to plant more crops, quite frankly. I have garden burnout. Obviously, paste tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and everything else was an overwhelming success. I'm very happy with that. I'm looking forward to next year to getting some peaches off the trees. Working our way around here. I am extremely disappointed in the dirt of these grow bags that was supposed to be for raised bed and for grow bags. These did not promote growth at all, so I'm going to be changing that out next year. I'm looking forward to some red grapes, Concord grapes, and green grapes. Our plan is let the stuff die down, rot off, clean this up, and put a chicken coop here and fence this back part in so that we can have, we're only allowed to have 4 chickens, but we buy them by the 6, so I don't think anybody's going to really complain about 2 hens. And I am looking forward to snipping this off. This is my very first ever watermelon I've grown successfully, I think. We'll cut that open and find out. But the reason I'm doing that is I discovered some more watermelons already coming out and growing, like that one right here, growing in mid-October. So I'm looking forward to trying my very first watermelon. I'll do a video on that. Tomatoes were a huge success over here. Beefsteak tomatoes, I couldn't give them away fast enough. Again, very disappointed. The grow bags are a good idea. The dirt, whoop, look what I just found. The dirt in these grow bags is garbage. So I'm gonna amend this soil and we're gonna do the same location, but with a different soil tip. And the good thing about this is, with these grow bags, 5 and 7 gallon, you empty the dirt out and you can fold them up and store them for next year. That's what I like about that. Broccoli, doing okay. Radishes, we've already been picking the radishes for supper. Lettuce gone to seed, I got sick, so a lot of this went unattended, but beautiful broccoli. Now is the time to reflect and say, what can I dig out? What can I do differently by removing the dirt, moving, say, a raised bed, building a new raised bed, and just scheming out what you want to do for next year, planning it out. We're pretty much burned out on the growing. So, mental note, handwritten note, what grew, what didn't grow, where it grew, how long it take, did it produce, and just different stuff like that. And then get ready to, and I like to do this, rototill this soil, put fertilizer in it, and wait till next year. And you can see the corn was good, but it did not produce but baby ears, nothing really substantial enough to eat, which was disappointing. I was looking for a second harvest of that. I did embrace getting more flowers for production, pollinators, and everything else. I am going to leave a majority of this backyard, 1/2 of it, for the dogs to run, jump, and play and enjoy life. But that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Just remember, when you're doing this, and unless somebody knows exactly what they're doing and have proved that they can do it, ignore the criticism. Just ignore it. Say, okay, you do you, I'll do me, and we'll see who gets to snack on some beautiful raspberries. I'll take that. No, I'm so good. Who get a snack on some raspberries, eat some tomatoes, enjoy some watermelon. You'll never please those people. So just ignore them silently, get rid of them. And just remember, you're gonna have ups and downs, you're gonna have failure. This year we were in a drought, so it took a lot of water. Yes, my water bill went up dramatically. Fortunately, we were able to pay for it, but we definitely had to water every second or third day because of the utilities, so the plants suffered a little bit, but that comes with it. Overall, God really blessed our garden with abundance. I shared it with our neighbors, I shared it with strangers, and I gave thanks for the abundance of Him blessing our garden and our home. And we honor Him by being grateful, and you should too. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to Erie Shores Prepping. Greg out.